Hi, friends. Welcome to Manitowoc Cooperative Ministry Daily Devotions. I'm Pastor Judine Duerwaechter, co-pastor with the MCM, and today I'd like to bring you a devotion on Psalm 67. And I will read it to you in its entirety because it is short and sweet. So hear these words from our psalmist. Let God grant us grace and bless us. Let God make his face to shine on us, so that your way becomes known on earth, so that your salvation becomes known among all the nations. Let the people thank you, God. Let all the people thank you. Let the people celebrate and shout with joy, because you judge the nations fairly and guide all nations on the earth. Let the people thank you, God. Let all the people thank you. The earth has yielded in harvest. God blesses us. Our God blesses us. Let God continue to bless us. Let the far ends of the earth honor him. As I mentioned, kind of short and sweet. So what we have happening here in this brief psalm, friends, is it's like a national psalm of thanksgiving. It would probably be likened to our secular, oh, say, can you see type of thing. This is more on the religious side, of Thanksgiving as far as a national song is concerned. And you heard that it was expressing a lot of gratefulness and a lot of confidence in God. They probably look back as a nation and see again the evidences of God working in their lives. So it's a grand summation and celebration of the evidence that God is always with them, is always with us. And it is a psalm that is specific to the Israelites themselves, but it is meant, as you heard just a couple times, it's meant to pour out into the world so that others can enjoy the advantages that the Israelites have. So it's really kind of loving. It's like, they say that, for example, bees show other bees where they can find food. And this is kind of like that, where this God, known to the Israelites, has been so magnificent and abundant that they want to sing this national psalm and they want others to see the goodness that God has brought them in their lives so that they can have that same advantage. It's really generous of them. It's really wonderful. It's like having a best kept secret, but then choosing to not keep it a secret at all. So the psalmist states in there that, of course, there is an overall understanding by the Israelites that mercy is there for them, grace is there for them, as we heard in the very beginning, but that in order to receive the grace, you need to allow it. You need to accept that gift. One time somebody explained it to me that, God is giving you a gift. It's wrapped up in your favorite wrapping paper and bow. And the simple act that you need to do is extend yourself, your hands to God, and receive God's gifts and bring it onto yourself and bring it into your lives. This is an opportunity for you to take advantage of being someone that can take from God. God is giving, and you are the receiver all of that. And ultimately, friends, when you're receiving God's grace, when you accept it for yourself and allow it, this is where your greatest happiness is going to come from. Nothing else is ever long term. They are more temporal happinesses, more tangible. But this acceptance of God's grace and mercy is a gift that you literally almost cannot live without. Otherwise, you're just simply really not living. So it's a gift that is given again to all people, as promised to Abraham, that God would make good of all people and all nations, and that's highlighted in there. So the goal, of course, is that God becomes known to all nations, that God becomes known to all kingdoms, and that's what the Israelites are doing here, is shouting out this praise so that everyone, in fact, can enjoy the mercies that abound. I hope this is helpful for your personal life today. As always, take great care and live to love. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me.